Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, March 17th, 2019. I see a lot of creepers that are surrounding us, so that's bad, that's very bad, especially since we are in an area with a lot of tall grass. So let's just continue on. And ooh, there are two creepers. Maybe defuse those. Oh no, Minecraft, please. Okay, Minecraft is acting up again. Are we now allowed to shoot? Okay, now we are allowed to shoot again. That's good. All right, let's try to defuse those guys, and let's try to defuse this guy as well. Let me get my arrow back, and where are the XP bubbles? Here are the XP bubbles. Thank you. Now let's tackle that guy. All right, pretty nice. Yeah, so Sunday, March 17th. Very good and important date, more or less, because today is the start of the new Formula 1 championship. I am super, oh dear, Ravine. I'm super excited about this because, yeah, that's definitely my favorite sport, and it's once again this typical timey-wimey situation, because for me the race is still in the future, but by the time this episode goes live, the race will be already over. And in this case, yeah, it's a little bit hard. For me, it's still all about the excitement. It's all about, hey, finally Formula 1 again, and I'm super excited to see what has changed. How are the cars looking like? How is the performance of the cars? Is there still the same situation as the last few seasons, that Mercedes is just pulling away and the other teams, they have a hard time keeping up with them? Or are there now more teams competing? Or are more teams more equal? Or has Mercedes done something wrong during the preparation phase, and suddenly they are no longer competitive? We will see. I'm super excited about this, to find out and to finally watch those races again. Also, it's super cool to know that we are at the start of a new season, so there will be a lot of races and there will be a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm super happy. I can't wait for it. However, it's also important that there's still a sweet spot of the amount of races, because if they want to go really overboard with, okay, we do have to have a race every weekend or so, or every second weekend throughout the half a year, or even 2/3 of a year, so then it might get a little bit too repetitive and no fun anymore, and also quite stressful for the teams and the drivers and so on. But yeah, for me, oh man, I'm super ambitious to explore this place. I really hope that in the near future, when we continue with the expedition, we will get to this place and can explore those mountains, because this looks fantastic. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh man, look at that. This super tall waterfall. That's cool. That's really a great place. I like to be there. I like to explore this place. And hey, look at those guys. They have an underground cave farm, which is a little bit dangerous because you have some sand above here. When the sand collapses, my friend, you have some issues with your farm. So be careful. Be careful, my friends. Yeah, Formula 1. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Can't wait for the first race, and for the next few races and every race. That's really my favorite sport, and looking forward to this. Will be great. Yeah, then Friday, something cool or something very good happened for me because I sent my advisor the first draft of my PhD thesis. Yes, I am more or less content complete. There are a few things missing, but those things aren't really sure. They count toward the content of the PhD thesis, but I don't really regard them as content of the PhD thesis. For instance, I'm writing in English, and so the regularities say, okay, if you write in a different language than German, you have to provide an abstract written in German. And that's, for instance, the thing I wasn't interested in doing so far, because I'm not quite sure. At first I need to get the first reaction from my advisor. I hope it will be something like, hey, that's good. That's exactly how you can do this. But most likely it will be something like, yes, I see some potential in there, but please change almost everything. Something like that. Sounds a little bit more realistic, but I really hope, so badly, that he will be content with my thesis and says, okay, yeah, that's good. That's good for me. Polish it a bit, and then you can submit it. This would be really the best possible outcome, because then I would be free. Yes, that's exactly what I would be then, free, and yeah, no longer stuck with this project. Oh man, I can't wait for it. That's really a thing where I like to finally finish this thing and move on to different topics, different ideas, different things, but no longer being or having this feeling in the back of my head, okay, I need to do something for the PhD. I need to work on this. I need to write a paper. I need to do this, that. And when I then have to do teaching or so, I'm mad because I have to do teaching, because this delays everything. Or when I submit a paper and this paper gets rejected, then I'm mad at the reviewers, because not necessarily because they rejected the paper. I mean, I'm quite sure when I do a review and I reject a paper, then I also do have my reasons, and most likely the reasons are valid. Sometimes not. I mean, I talked about this in the past, that the entire review process is a little bit like lottery or so. You can get good reviewers or you can get bad reviewers. But hey, sheep guy, please let me through here. Oh man, how do I get up this little cliff here? Moo to YouTube. Where was I? Yeah, sure, sometimes bad reviews, I talked about this, but in general, there's often some kind of truth in it, and when it's no longer like my personal thing, like, okay, I need a certain amount of papers, I need to publish my scientific results so that they are validated, and when checking or reviewing my PhD thesis, the reviewers can't say, okay, I don't believe you, because it has been already checked in a peer review process. So this makes things way more valid and my findings way more solid. But what's going on here? Okay, this salmon was acting up weird. Yeah, I don't know. It to me it feels really a bit like, okay, it will be a huge relief, because when I then write a paper or so after my PhD, it's like, okay, you reject it, fine, I don't care, I submit. What was going on here? Minecraft, what are you doing again? Fine, I submit it somewhere else and don't care. basically. Sure, there's a delay until those results are out, but what gives? Because then it's no longer connected to my personal project, and it's not delaying my personal project of, hey, I want to finish this PhD and I can't finish this PhD when you reject my results. So yeah, I think this will be really a great time and great feeling when it's finally over, when it's finally done, and I can really focus on other things, and it's not that personal anymore as it is right now. So yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to this great moment of finally saying, okay, that's it, we are done. And I mean, sure, once I've submitted the thesis itself, there's still the defense to be done, but I do have the feeling that can I? Okay. Easy. Ooh, where's the boat? Okay, there's a boat. Let's throw down the bed. But I think maybe I will think differently once this has happened. But as soon as I have really submitted the thesis itself, and they are then looking into reviewing it, and at some point in the near future will be the defense, I think I will be way more relaxed, way more calm, and because I know, okay, it's done. Sure, there's this defense coming up. I still have to give a presentation on my thesis. I still have to wait before we do that. I need to craft a new map. Sure, there will be this defense, and I still have to do the preparation for the thesis. And so how do we need to leave that map. Let's check this map again. Okay, we are above here, so yeah, I can continue this way, craft a new map somewhere over there, and explore this map over there. Basically, this sounds like a good idea. Okay, so I can remove this one. We need to sail somewhere into this direction to maybe this island over there. Is this island still on the map then? Or is this already... I hope it's not above then. Yeah, I mean, then sure, there's still this presentation coming up. I still have to talk about my PhD, still have to answer some questions that will try to destroy my PhD, which is fine, okay, you can do that, because I'm quite sure, I mean, you don't have to be too sure, but I don't think that I can fail once I... Ooh, little island. Once I got the thing done, because then once the no, this was not what I really wanted to do. I wanted to have all the reads. That's what I wanted to do indeed. Okay, let's continue to change the scale of the map. Okay, we are done. Very nice. So it should be, no, it should be that map. Put it into the offhand. Yeah, that's the correct map. Let's grab you again and jump back into the boat. Sure, so don't be too sure that you will pass it, but I mean, I think getting this written thing, this manuscript, the thesis itself out, is really the main challenge. Once this is done, I think I will feel way more relaxed. Sure, it can have an impact on the final grade, but I don't think that I mean, sure, thinking like, okay, I got the best mark possible. Hey, this would be super awesome, but I don't think that this will be the thing for me. I don't think that this is in my cards to get the best possible mark or the best possible grade in the PhD. So yeah, as long as I get through this, everything will be fine. And yeah, in this case, I think I will be super relaxed once the text has been done, has been submitted, and can't wait for this moment. Ooh, ice! Finally an ice biome. I can't wait for this one, though. That's cool. Okay, cool. Ice. I see ice. Oh man, I'm happy. I'm super happy. Oh, this is going to be great. It's awesome. Ooh, what's going on over there? Is there more ice? What's going on there? What have you found? Oh, that's looking interesting. Oh, there's some icebergs. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is great. Look at that. Finally I found something like that. Oh, sweet. Cool. Yeah. Then sports. Sports is also a thing. Oh man, I can't wait to explore this. Sports also a thing. The practice for the triathlon, well, I'm not quite sure if this is real practice. Of course, it's practice. We are doing swimming with the correct distance. I'm doing running. At some point, we really have to come together and do some more training together as a team or so with my teammate. Right now, we're just doing swimming twice a week, but that's cool. Still having the issues of breathing. I mean, don't know. Is anyone of you a good swimmer? Can anyone give me some tips? Because well, my problem is you have to breathe out while your head is submerged, and breathe in while when you turn your head to the side, and then you of course can breathe in. Man, that's glorious. So cool. Do I have a silk touch? No, I don't have a silk touch pick with me. That's sad. Oh, the water is super blue. That's cool. Oh wow, I like this. Ooh, iceberg right ahead. That's great. That's super sweet. Oh, we will have a lot of fun here. So, yeah, and I already managed to get it done a bit in the correct way. Like, okay, submerging my head, swimming, turning the head to the side, breathing in, and rinse and repeat. But oh, an iceberg! There's an iceberg! Oh, that's cool. I have to be careful that I'm not getting attacked by this guy. Oh, there are multiple icebergs. Okay, I think we... Hi. Are you friendly? Friend or foe? Maybe we need to run. Is there a little iceberg? This would be problematic, because maybe they are defensive when there's a little guy. Okay, let's be super careful and be ready to run. Oh yeah, there's a little iceberg. That's sweet. Oh, this is cool. I don't trust you, my friends. Okay, he's still ignoring me, so this is good. Still, I will keep my distance to this guy. Cool, we found and what is down there? This could also be interesting. We found a polar region. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, so I managed to do this for a bit, but I don't know, maybe I'm I want to breathe in too fast, that I should just continue to swim a bit before turning the head again and breathing in again, or I still have too much air in my lungs or so, because I do have the feeling I don't get enough air into my lungs when I try to breathe in, and this then results in a pretty uncomfortable feeling, so that I do have to basically abort, or I try to breathe in too quickly, and this is just causing a huge mess. So I know, basically I know the technique, but I'm not yet ready to really execute the technique properly. So some training is still needed. A lot of training is needed. I already talked to a friend. We are going running together several times a week, twice a week, sometimes once a week to twice a week or so. And she was doing swimming really as her main sport activity, and later on she changed to triathlon. So she's really an expert, especially for swimming. And so I asked her if she can assist me, if she can train me a bit and explain me how to do this properly. And so we do have Minecraft. We will try to meet up next Friday, which will be super cool. I'm already excited about this. I hope this will help me a great deal. I'm quite sure it will help me a great deal to finally get this done, to finally learn how to swim properly. And this is going to be great. This is going to be really awesome, because I think this looks really great. This is really a great looking and very aesthetic kind of movement. So I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, breathing still the main issue. So if you do have any tips how to breathe out, breathe in properly without drowning myself, this would be good. This would be very good. This would be much appreciated. I'm happy for any tips. So yeah, looking forward to that. In general, with all the sports, one thing I really notice, I'm not quite sure if you're also into endurance sports and so on, but I noticed that, with every time I train and I try to get better, I'm more resilient, and I, of course, do have more endurance, which is exactly why you're training, and that's super cool. Often I do, for instance, with swimming, I recently noticed, hey, I'm getting faster, and I noticed, after we were done with swimming Friday early morning, we were swimming, I wasn't as exhausted as some weeks ago as I started this. I'm not quite sure. Has any one of you kept track of when I started swimming? I definitely talked about this, but I don't know when it was. So several weeks now after having started swimming, it's no longer that exhausting, and I'm getting faster, and so this is really cool. Also the same thing, yesterday I was at the gym and doing some training, and even there I noticed, although I did a different kind of activity and more stressful activity and so on, it was I wasn't as exhausted as, so I wasn't exhausted at all. And that's interesting. That's really interesting how you get used to this, how you notice your endurance, and that's also a lot of that's a great rewarding feeling, I must say. So yeah, that's where we are. Some great news. Oh yes, and I remember the thing I wanted to tell you about the contact lenses, because I still have this feeling that, I need to adjust the glasses again or so. So I try to grab the frame, but there is nothing. There's just my head. And that's also an interesting thing to observe, that, my brain still has this process. I need to make sure that the glasses still sit properly, or so still encoded in my brain. And that's also an interesting feeling. But yeah, that's what it is. And I hope you enjoyed this very episode, and I hope you will be joining me next time when we hopefully see more of this beautiful polar region. I can't wait for it. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!